Pep, you beat Norwich 5-0 earlier in the season, but certainly recently they've picked up under Dean Smith. And I just wonder, what are the major differences that you see from the side now to perhaps the side that you met back in August?
It was a long time ago. So you play a game against Brentford right now would have been different the game we played 2 seasons ago. Imagine the new manager a long time ago. So it's a new game. We lost 2 seasons ago there when we were there. And of course, the momentum of Norwich momentum is excellent. 7 points in the last 9. So yeah, we're going to face them in the best moment of the season.
I was in Dean Smith's press conference earlier on, and he faced a number of questions about Jack Grealish, given their close relationship. And he said when he worked with him, he said that he gave us insight into his mentality. He said that he always wants to improve every day. He has this desire to be the best. Is that something that you see from Jack every day now, having worked with him for 6-9 months?
Absolutely. No one knows Jack better than Dean, and I'm completely agree with him. Completely.
There's no doubting Jack's talent, and we've seen some glimpses of it for Manchester City. But is there anything that he needs to do to improve to reach his full potential, do you feel?
No, he played good when he was playing. So he helps to be in the position that we are right now, and in all competitions, an important one. So he played in a high level. So he changed since one life in Birmingham, now come here, and it's time, but the way he played really well, and being wider or more central positions. And yeah, we are really good about the play, but of course not Jack, even the Fernandinho, that is the player that we were together from the day one. Always I try to push them and say, try to improve this, improve that. This is the best way to, wake up in the morning, go to the training center and think, okay, we can do something better. And this is the reason why.
Thanks, Pep.
Yeah.
Vicky, please, Pep.
Hi, Pep. Good to see you.
Good.
One player who's absolutely been shining for you at the moment, of course, is Riyad Mahrez, looking to become the first player, I think, to score in 8 consecutive games for City since Sergio Aguero all the way back in 2014. Do you feel this is his best spell in a City shirt, not just in terms of his goals, but in terms of his all-round game as well?
No, last season was the best moment I've found. Riyad still can do better this season to reach the level he played the last 4, 5, 6 months last season. Last season was outstanding. The way he played and produced, he can do better.
What's been the key to his goal scoring form then in the last 8 games or so?
The quality of the finishing, the personality in the penalties, when he's close in the box, you have the ability. His technique, because he's not strong. If you see his legs, is the quality, the speed, and this is technique, and he has this quality.
And team news updates, Gabriel Jesus and Cole Palmer, update on them, and any other concerns?
No, these 2 players are still, they are out, but I think Gabriel is coming back soon, hopefully.
Great, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stuart Brennan, please.
Hi, Pep. Just a general question. Obviously, things have gone brilliantly for City as a club in the last few years, trophy after trophy, and at the moment you're top of the league with a gap, going well in the FA Cup and Champions League. But I know City fans who still have the old City mentality of thinking that everything could still go wrong. You were at clubs previously, Bayern and Barca, who expected to be at the top, who expected to win things. Do you see any of that still within City, within the club? That old typical City idea that things may still go wrong, or do you think that that's gone forever?
Listen, I was born in Barcelona. When I grew up for the academy, I think they taught me everything, and the best way even there is everything can go wrong. The warnings to have yourself that has to be either individual player or as a team, that tomorrow can go down and lose and lose and lose. That is the best way to approach the next games. So that doesn't mean so Listen, we make an incredible run so far in Premier League, 40 games, 30 victories, and one draw. That in one draw we were fantastic, especially in the second half. And our opponent, Liverpool, is there behind the corner. So that means how difficult is our opponent, how good it is. So it's not about the mentality because these players show in the last years that it's not as scary and not fierce about to face every single game with optimism, being optimistic and being positive, but knowing that of course we can lose and being bad and drop points. This is not the issue. The issue is how you behave in the moment you are losing games. The last game against Brentford, it was 1-0 or 2-0 up, and it was one backwards from Kevin De Bruyne. It was the last year, I think, or last season, nominated the best player in the Premier League, and make 40 meters backwards in a high full intensity to recover a ball, help John Stones in a position the right back. So when that's happened, what can ask more to our players than that after winning what they won individually and collectively? So you can lose, of course you can lose. What's the problem? So nobody wins always. Important is being there and tomorrow knowing that we have to win, or if we wanna fight to win the Premier League, we will have to win an incredible amount of points against this opponent that we faced in the last seasons many times. So there's no doubt about that. So the margin against Liverpool is nothing. It's nothing. So you have to win a lot of games, a lot, many points, more than 90. Arrive 90, 95 and 6, and to be the champion. I'm pretty sure of that right now, for sure, definitely. So that's why we can lose. Yeah, it's the way you lose, the way, and you can lose in different ways. And many times when we lose, we lose as a great team. And this is, you became a great team, the way you lose, not the way you win. And you have to continue this way.
Tom at Radio Manchester, please.
Hey Pep, last time you went to Carrow Road, you mentioned it a little earlier on. You went there, they got on the front foot and they ended up going on to win the game. And it was a big atmosphere for the home fans. What measures do you put in place as a manager to go about nullifying that as the away team in an atmosphere like that?
Well, we're used to playing incredible atmospheres in the Premier League. So Norwich has a fantastic atmosphere, but in everywhere. So we were in Aston Villa and Birmingham. I remember now, Frank. We were going to Leeds, and so away always is fantastic atmosphere.
But what do you do to sort of counteract that? I guess, what's the message to the players? Is it about keeping the ball? What measures can you put in place?
Focus on what you have to do on the pitch. So they support the team like we are being supported for our fans, and focus every player individually and as a team what they have to do to beat them. That's the best way to forget the atmospheres. But these players are used to, to play in Champions League in the bigger stages with a great atmospheres. So it's not a surprise.
We'll finish with Mickey Gray before the embargo, but if you have questions to ask in the embargo, now's the time to raise your hand. We'll go with Mickey first, please.
Hi, Pep. Pep, you're certainly a perfectionist as a manager, and your side's on an incredible run yet again this season. It's unbeaten in 14 in the Premier League. How far away is your team from being perfect?
Far away. Never a team will be perfect. We are not perfect, yet we are far away to be perfect. Because we are, as a human being, we are imperfect. So the perfection don't exist in sports, and especially in football, like is a not individual sport. So that's why many things can be adjusted.